Okay, here we go. So this has Jenny and Screech, and it has Violet. Now, for those of you that are new to Ren, I'm going to tell you this before you make an immediate judgment call like I did. What he's doing is live. Okay?
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
If you haven't picked up on this yet, this is all one shot. There's been no cuts. It's all straight through so far.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Okay, so it's part one.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man. Let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up Patrick, really fucked up, man. I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick. Come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Interesting.
Hey, babe, you in? Now, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Wow. Damn. Wow, that was brilliant.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Nice. Wow. So before I continue this, the fact that they use that perspective to show the 4 shots from Richard the cop, nice touch. Didn't see it coming, really nice touch. But what I thought was extra brilliant about what Ren was doing with this one was that he went from Screech being the main character in this second part, but then automatically sliding over to Richard, the cop. So you're hearing his side of the story, and now you're getting these different perspectives of the characters along the way. This is really, really masterful storytelling, but wrapped in music. I mean, I know I've said this stuff is like musical theater, and even that seems a little weak, really, but that was nice. See, and at this point, because there is a story being told, and we're getting it in sections, we've got Jenny, we've got Screech, we even got a little bit of Richard in there. Now we've got Violet, and I think Violet is the last part, I think. But now the question in my brain is, how does it all tie together? Notice the bed says bed 3 Violet right down here. uses a technique called guitar tapping.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, It happened on these very streets, two twins, a lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
I need to see this last piece.
005, a lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets, two twins, a lying side by side.
Wow.
A girl named Jenny.
Wow.
And a boy named Screech.
Do any of you renegades know if this was the order in which they were released? Jenny, Screech, and Violet. It is the order. Wow. Yeah, Leah, I gotta say, I did not see that coming. And I even said earlier, like, how is he gonna tie this together? I did not see that coming. I thought there would be some kind of interaction between them somehow, but that is powerful. Yeah, he is 100% master storyteller. It makes me wonder why he would write something like that. Like, I know there's an artistic component. Is it some kind of expression that he's trying to work out? Is it less personal than that? Is it comparative to something that he has experienced? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of questions for me. But let me just say a few things. One, I will say this. Ren still does it for me. I can absolutely understand the people that say, that's not really for me. I don't get it. I totally get that. Totally get that. Because that's how I felt in the very beginning. I get it. But for me, and I mean, like, it's no surprise, like, I'm a storyteller. Like, I love telling stories. I love crafting that vision. But he's doing something so masterfully different in so many ways where, one, first of all, between Jenny and then Screech, if I can get a little playhead here. Jenny, Screech, even on the phone, just like cutting out on the phone, but in character, and you're like, wait, what's kind of going on? And then into Violet's tale. Every one of them, one shot. No cuts, all the way through. That in and of itself is wicked talent. Wicked talent. As far as I know, he doesn't mess up the lyrics, and if he does, he recovers flawlessly. He's playing the guitar the whole time. Tad, you were right. It's not guitar tapping, it's finger tapping. Thank you very much. But through the whole thing, he not only tells you the story, he embodies that character moment for moment and comes out of them repeatedly, perfectly, powerfully. this last part where he starts circling and he kind of breaks the fourth wall in a way and starts to talk directly to us. Now, he's been talking to us he's singing to us. He's telling us a story. But then when he kind of breaks into the character that's circling around Violet in this very dark scene. Now, think about this. A lot of you are saying, like, these are very dark. It's very brutal. You're right. But think about what's happening. All you're really seeing is a guy walk around with a guitar and sing. But the way he tells the story, you cannot help but experience it. In my opinion, even if this isn't really quite for you, I feel like that in and of itself is like a, damn, there's something to it. I think that's massively powerful. But he kind of starts this scene here where he starts to circle her, and then he comes to us for a second, almost out of character, breaking the fourth wall.
One to the jaw when the tooth's back, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless.
Like, you can see this scene playing out.
His punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet?
And then he, like, taunts her, blaming her, and he gets even darker. He gets even deeper. And the fact that he comes out of it and addresses us directly outside of this character, it's extremely layered and meta that makes us feel even more uncomfortable.
Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something.
And now in the second silence, you start to go, shit, something's wrong.
Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
And then we have this little musical break that allows us to process what just happened. There's a reason for this break here. There's a reason for this part here where we break out the door. This is so clever. When he gets to the door, oh, this is good. It's so well planned and choreographed.
Never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by.
Notice what happens here. He uses the door very specifically, as intended, as a prop to the story. It's a little more real now because he's not just walking through the halls. Now it's like we are there in the scene. He's knocking on her bedroom door. But once the door is opened and that threshold breaks, watch the camera work of this next scene.
By her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Do you feel how chaotic that is? It's out of focus, then it's in focus. It's in focus when he is there and you can see in his eyes and you can feel what she's experiencing. He's too close. You can't see all of what you need to see. You want to back up. That is all intended to add to the feeling of this story. It's things like this that, like, this stuff might not make for a great reaction or whatever, but it's so masterfully done as like you guys are saying, as a musical storyteller, that I cannot help but praise him and just like respect exactly what he does and how he does it. And at one point it said Ren and Samuel. Samuel maybe is the DP, the director of photography, the cinematographer, videographer, whatever. So many mad props.
That's the sound.
And whoever said bardcore, like Ren's music is like bardcore, I kind of love that.
Die right here tonight. Please let my baby stay alive.
And I have to think though, tell me if this also crossed your mind in any of these scenes, because look at where he's playing and singing in Jenny. Okay, it's nighttime. See where he's at? Okay, now look, we've got Screech. See where he's at? It's nighttime in the city. And then we get to Violet, same thing, outdoors, nighttime. I don't know about you, but there were times when I felt uncomfortable merely for the fact that he was outside at night playing guitar, yelling and screaming and saying some goofy shit that if I heard out the window, I'd be like, everybody all right? You see what I'm saying? Like that in and of itself is another level. It's another layer of discomfort that kind of pulls you in and makes you go, ooh, and you feel things. If a piece of art like this can make you feel things, then it did its job. I would put, and hell, maybe I've said this already. I have no idea. And I don't mean about this piece, but with maybe something else that Ren did, or maybe even something somebody else did. Pieces like this remind me of the movie Revenant, because it's not just a piece of media that we consume, we can kind of process, and then that's it. It was entertainment for the allotted time. When I finished watching the movie Revenant in the theater, I was exhausted. I felt like I had lived as that character that Leonardo DiCaprio played. It was an experience. Ren's stuff, I feel like everything so far has felt like an experience. Even him with Chinchilla, chalk outlines, I felt that. I felt their chemistry, that music, those vocals, the two of them looking at each other, the mutual pain that they would exchange. Oh, man. Mad respect to Ren once again. Even for 14 minutes, you pull me in with my short ass attention span, and you make me pay attention, and you make me feel things. Damn you, Ren. God, what a shot to end on too, right? Wow.